Morning besties, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Lisa Brover. I'm a PhD student at the Yale Department of Economics. I study economic history and sometimes I make these little vlogs. I'm trying to make them more often. But yeah, today is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025 and it's around 8 a.m. which is a little bit of a later start for me, but I'm starting something new where I can let myself sleep in the night before and then start my work day a little later. Yesterday I went to the gym around like 8:30 p.m. so I only came back at like 10:30. And I didn't want to wake up at 6 and then have a terrible day of studying, so I woke up at 8. But yeah, today and every day this month is me preparing for my labor oral exam. Today I have 5 papers to read and 4 papers to review. Oh no, I have 5 papers to review from yesterday. So it's gonna be a busy day. In the morning, I'm probably going to study at home. And then I'm going to go to my boyfriend's house and study there in the evening while he's busy playing with his friends. They're playing D&D. That is the plan for the day. Yesterday, I finished up 3 papers. I had come in McCurdy, 1980, Altanji, 1986, and Chetty, Friedman, Pistafari, 2011, all of which estimate labor supply elasticities in different ways. A pretty good picture of what they look like right now, but we'll see how well I can remember these things for the next month at least, or if I can commit them to long-term memory, that'd be perfect. So yeah, I'll see you back in my apartment. Hello besties, it's like 12:30 and I am done with my morning study session. I am going to have lunch and then I'm going to go look at a apartment available in this apartment complex. I have to move this summer and there's another unit available, so I might go check that out. And then I might get ready to go to my boyfriend's house and I'll do the second half of my studying there. For lunch, I'm craving ramen, so I'm making instant ramen, and to make it so balanced, I'm making some frozen seafood blend, probably to put inside it. This seafood ramen concoction is really good. I'm devouring it. I'm eating really fast so I can go to my apartment viewing. Otherwise, I would tell you more about the papers. I still might tell you maybe a little bit later. Okay, I just looked at the apartment. It wasn't much of an upgrade. In fact, I think it was smaller than the one I live in, and it was gonna be $300 more expensive, so I think I'm gonna go with another option I have. So now I'm on my way to see my boyfriend. I'll see you later. Okay, it's now a little after 7 and I'm mostly done with the day. I, this morning, studied 5 papers, some of which I've seen before, and then in the afternoon I reviewed 5 papers from yesterday. Well, 5 pieces of work, 2 of them were book chapters. So the way I'm planning on studying is I study something new in the morning, and then in the afternoon I review what I studied the previous morning. So I hit each article twice, at least. So today the 5 pieces that I reviewed that are fresh in my mind are 2 book chapters on labor demand. One of them was just some basic facts about labor demand, like why labor demand is downward sloping, something about different elasticities and how to measure them and their rankings against each other. And then the second one was about education and like life cycle models and when you get educated and when you don't. And then in terms of the other papers, I have little flashcards. These were all from yesterday. This is covered. So I have 3 more papers. 2 are on labor, these are all on labor demand. So 2 of them are on immigration. One of them is the CART 1990 paper on the Mariel boat lift, which is an interesting case study in which a bunch of people from Cuba got boat lifted to Miami, Florida, and acted as a big labor supply shock to Florida, to Miami specifically. But the paper found that this influx of like 125,000 immigrants had no effects on unemployment and wages for whites and blacks that lived in Miami, but they did have negative implications for Cubans that lived in Miami because the influx of Cuban migrants had on average a lower education level. So those people sort of displaced the natives in the job market, and the jobs that they typically took were like lower skilled jobs. But then the second paper was Borjas 2003, which this guy basically critiques the usage of regional studies and examining immigration because he argues that the effects of immigration are nationwide and not regional, because immigration flows can make people move from different places to different places. And he argues that if you look on a national level and if you look at people based on their education and on their employment history, that a higher share of immigrants in a certain county or state, I don't know what region he defines it as. Anyway, a higher share of immigrants is associated with a lower wage and other lower labor market prospects for natives. And he does this across different education groups, but basically the argument is that regardless of education level, this immigrant shock sort of displaces native workers, which is interesting. Hello, welcome Noah to the vlog. Hello. Noah's my wonderful boyfriend.
I'm the boyfriend.
The boyfriend. He makes me very happy.
I try.
Okay, bye.
Shout out Tweakonomics.
Thank you.
I love you.
I'm sorry about that. My boyfriend came. Anyway, the last paper was on computer technology adoption and what that did to the composition of job skills, like routine versus non-routine. And basically they found that firms that adopted computer technology hired more non-routine workers and substituted the computer for routine workers. And there's some fancy task adoption model to explain that. But yeah, this is probably my last clip of the night. I will catch you tomorrow, Sunday morning. It'll be Sunday, May 4th. Hi besties, it's like 11:30. I'm headed back to campus. I did a little bit of studying this morning and I got like 3 hours in at Noah's house, and now I'm going to go meet up with my old roommate for lunch. And then after that, I'll have some more study time, so I'll see you then. Hi besties, it's around 5. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to the gym and then I'll come back and then I'll finish my 2 papers. Both of them are on the collective household model. They're both really interesting, they're just really dense and I don't have the bandwidth for that right now, so let's go to the gym. Hi, I'm at the gym. It's pretty much empty, so I'm vlogging. I got a membership to a different gym than Payne Whitney, which is the Yale gym, because the hours are not really good for the summer. But yeah, today I'm squatting. My top set was actually really smooth, like RP 7, but it's supposed to be week 3, so I'm really excited about that. And now I'm doing back down, so I'll show you my second back down now. Okay, so here's me showing you how to do a bench setup because the gym was empty and I'm trying to take advantage of that. So I lie down, I use my traps and my feet to make an arch with my back. This is perfectly fine and encouraged in powerlifting. And note that my butt doesn't sit on the bench, it just rests on the bench. So I'm using my feet a lot when I bench, and I try to push the bar on the highest part of my chest, so on my rib cage. And so here it is with some weight. Note that I'm keeping my tension in my back of my chest, so my chest doesn't sink when I bench. This used to be a problem for me, but using my legs and like my quads and benching really helps. Actually, funny enough, if I'm sore from like squats or something and my quads hurt, that will affect my bench, which is how you know that you're using leg drive. Hi friends, I'm back in the car. I'm done with my workout. Well, I'm not really done. I didn't do my accessories, but I've been trying to limit myself to 90 minutes in the gym during study days because I need to study. That's my priority. I am an economist first and a powerlifter second. Anyway, I'm going to stop at the grocery store for like 10 minutes. I need some milk and some meat. And then I'm gonna go home and then shower and continue studying. So I'll see you next. Hi besties, I'm back from the grocery store. I'm gonna do a little haul of what I got. I'm not claiming to be the most healthy person, but I am on a cut and I do eat a lot of proteins and healthy carbs like veggies and rice and stuff. So yes, I also eat gushers, but those are for pre-workout snacks to get some quick carbs. I would say on average I eat pretty well. So anyway, here's what I got. So we'll start with proteins. I got some cottage cheese because I'm tired of yogurt at the moment. I got a thing of ham. I never really buy ham, but I'm excited to have that with breakfast. I got eggs and egg whites for breakfast. I mix the egg whites in with my eggs, and then I make more proteiny scrambled eggs. I got my favorite milk. Well, when I'm cutting, I get the 0% fat milk. But when I'm not cutting, I like the 2%. Or the whole milk, to be fair, from Fairlife. And then for like main protein sources, I got a thing of salmon. I like making pan-fried salmon or air-fried salmon with like sriracha and honey. I didn't buy lemon, but that would be my other option. And I got some ground beef. I like that with my rice. And then in terms of fruits and veggies, I got some peas. I like the pre-portioned. Oh, I like the pre-portioned ones because then I don't have to worry about like measuring them out for like tracking purposes. And I got some really good looking strawberries, some grape tomatoes, and an avocado for my tuna and rice meals. And for carbs, I got 2 things of instant rice because I'm too tired to just make normal rice. But this is a short-term thing for while I'm studying, otherwise I wouldn't let myself buy that. And then Noah put me on these pitas. They taste like normal bread, but they have like 15 grams of protein per pita, which is crazy. So anyway, that's all I got. It was like $80, and it'll last me like a little over a week, hopefully. Okay, besties, it is now 10:30 and I'm done with labor for the day. I can't believe that this is what every day is gonna look like for the next few weeks, 3 weeks. Actually 7 weeks because I have 2 oral exams. As you can see, my brain is not working anymore. I'm going to sleep and I'm not setting an alarm. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in a few days probably.